What do you think of this place, huh? What do you think of this new park? I've never been here, huh? Freak. We're here at the dog park. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another vlog. Lotus, Enzo, behind the cow share. Yeah, I know, it's sideways. It's fine. We've got a lot of stuff going on today. Enzo gets to go to the dog park. We're gonna work on some socialization. Tundra gets its first mods for the pup truck. Lotus goes crazy, following a shadow. So yeah, let's get into it. What the heck is that? Where did that come from? Has that always been there? Has that been there the whole time? Anyways.
Out of sight, out of mind, on my way. Out of sight, out of mind, on my way. Out of sight, out of mind, on my way. Out of sight, out of mind, on my way. I've been blind to it.
All right, here we are. It's been less than 24 hours since I bought the Tundra. And we're getting the windows tinted. My sister was like, isn't window tinting illegal? I was like, yeah, window tinting is perfectly legal. Now the window tinting I get, totally illegal, but you know, hey. Now it would be extremely boring to hang out with me while the windows are getting tinted because I'm just gonna sit here and work on my laptop, or well, that's what I actually did. I figured you guys didn't really wanna watch that. You know, a time lapse of me sitting on a chair doing work. I figured you'd much rather see a trip Enzo and I did a little while ago where we went to work on some socialization. With COVID, he hasn't gotten to be around other dogs much. We went to Lowe's for the first time recently. I did shoot a little bit of that. I'll show that in an upcoming vlog. I just really want to get him back out there around other dogs, around other people, just so he doesn't pick up those bad habits from Lotus of being reactive towards other dogs, which every once in a while he'll bark at one. He's still super friendly, but it's a different reactive. Like Lotus is a fear reactive. Enzo's is just like, oh, I guess we're supposed to bark at them or something. So I want to make sure that habit doesn't stay. And I don't know how I'm going to work that on the road. I might have to look up dog parks or something, and then, I don't know. I have no idea. You know, park off to the side, let Lotus stay in the Airstream, who knows? But that's a problem. That's a problem for future me. Now, this dog park is close to our house, but it's also close to the highway, so it's a little loud. So instead of having the audio over it or anything, I'm just going to throw some music over it. Ready to show 'em, bud? Yeah. Man, have I mentioned how much I love having this little shelf here? So we are doing a training day. I'm gonna take each of the boys separately. We're here at the dog park, as always. Now Lotus, not gonna go in when I come with Lotus, but with Enzo, we're gonna lap around it a couple times, make sure I don't see anything sketchy, and if so, then we'll go in. He's so ready to go. Only one more day and I can roll your windows down. Oh my goodness, buddy. Wow, it's just too much. It's too much. I'll put your air back on, sorry. Now we got Pup. You thought we left you? I mean, well, technically we did, but not forever. Just for a short bit. You got the forgives? Sometimes I'm too tired to eat dinner at the table too, Pup. So I get it. Yeah, I know, Enzo. What you'll notice is the most important thing to me, the window tint looks even. What I learned when I got my first ever car that I got tinted was my first Evo, actually. And I made two mistakes with that. One, I got the legal tint, which was lame, but you know, I was trying to follow the rules. I don't know, in retrospect, was probably not the worst idea back then because I used to get in a lot of trouble. But anyways, what is most important when I get windows tinted these days is you'll notice that the front and the back window look the same. Now, that may seem obvious, we'll just get them the same tint. No, that doesn't work that way. because what usually people do is they tint their side windows and their back window. So what you have here is you have the back window, which is tinted, and then you have the rear window, which is tinted. You have the front side window, which is tinted, but then you'll have the windshield not be tinted. All that light coming through the windshield makes it seem that like the front and rear doors don't line up, don't match. The way I used to combat this is I always get the front a little bit darker than the rear. So then that way, when you're standing back and looking at it, looks even. Did that for years with several cars. Then I started getting the front windshield tinted, and that's when it really took off because it looks perfect from all angles, including the front. Now you can see in a little bit because the front is, I believe, 55%. Yes, this window tint is illegal by our state laws, whatever. Tinting your front window, your front windshield, I'm pretty sure it's always illegal. Now you can do just a UV tint where it doesn't actually make it any darker, but it does filter out all the UV. I wanted both, and it makes a huge difference when driving. The first time we ever did that was with the Rover, and I don't think I'll go back to it. And this is why we get the front windshield tinted. Oh, it's so nice. I've got the air on the lowest setting. It's 82 and I'm driving into the sun and I feel just completely fine. I was tempted not to do it with this. The only reason being is I was like, well, we're gonna be out in some remote areas and it is darker, I'm not gonna lie. If you drive a lot at night in country roads or just at night in general, would not suggest doing that. Get the UV only. Don't get the actual tint. But the reason I went ahead and did it was I figured that, one, I'm not really going to be driving at night. I mean, yeah, it could happen, but it's not like I'm going to be daily driving. You know, most of the time we're going to be driving to a spot and then posting up. Riley, where are you going? Where are you going? Go on. I don't know where you think you're going, pretty girl. Go on. But it's not like I'm going to be driving to work every day or anything like that. The other thing is, in the rare event that I am out on like a trail or something, and it gets dark, maybe, you know, we get behind, whatever, and it happens, well, not to spoil too many mods, but let's just say I'll be able to light up the road. No problem. So what we ended up with was 20% on both sides, 55% on the windshield, and 20% on the rear as well. Now, the backs were already tinted from the factory. I had a fishbowl look. Now the back windows are tinted. They're 20% from the factory. Still gonna have those darker though, because I need them to all match, including the windshield. And they actually read, I think 20%. I think I even said it earlier in the vlog what they were. They told me what they read them as. They weren't gonna look the same because the factory glass being tinted. So what they ended up doing actually is they put a very small amount on the rear. Might have only been like 90% or something. The higher the number, the more see-through it is. That's how much light is getting through. So they just put a little bit and really just did it to make the front and rear look even. And lastly, if you're in Cincinnati, as I've mentioned them before, Eclipse Cincinnati, that's who we had do it. Would highly, highly suggest going to them. I think, now this was the ceramic, which whatever, I don't know what they call it, but I don't think it's actually ceramic, but anyways, it repels the heat. It does a really good job. It does wonders on the Rover, so I had them do the same on this. Nisha did the same on her Mini. The Mini was actually more expensive because it's like rounded glass, but I think this was to have all 6 windows done. It's like 6 something. The Mini was, like I said, was actually more. It was like 800 for the Mini because I guess it takes more labor and stuff. I don't know, but anyways. Don't be buying those $99 tint jobs. Should really be more than one stick at a park. Got the hoppity? You getting them? trying to do our first wash here. Hasn't rained all day, even though it's supposed to, so I've been putting it off. It's now like 4 o'clock. I was like, you know what? It's looking even nicer. By the time I get the cart and everything out, we're seeing some raindrops. Watch out that rain. Say no rain. Rain, rain, go away. Oh, we got the garage open just in case. Hopefully it holds off. I mean, do you see how dirty these wheels are? And I've already cleaned them once. I just did a quick wash just to get started. You gonna give me even 1 inch of personal space? No? Okay. Twin power turbo. Twin power. Twin power. Twin turbo? Doubt it. Don't really know what that means. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Appreciate it. Oh. No, I'm not gonna look back. Far from what I would call my standards, but not bad for a good little first quick wash. You'll notice I still got some work to do on the exhaust tips, but they're a lot better. Even though the chrome's gonna go away, I gave it a quick little semi-polish just on a couple spots that were really bad. It's still not great. That's got a little crack in it. Shouldn't be much to replace. Needs a whole like paint correction, but then it'll really pop. But still, it's really good color. This is, I think, the 3rd blue car in a row. Not counting the Rover as SUV. And I think this is probably my favorite. I'm still not a blue fan, but. Oh, got the sniffs. Just sniffing it out. What do we find? This park is actually, I mean, it's really small, but it's like the perfect park to bring them to do like off-leash, secluded area. It's kind of weird. I just, as I do sometimes, I just pulled up Google Maps. I'm actually gonna meet my mom here in a minute, and I was like, well, what's nearby there? So I pulled up where I'm meeting her and just searched parks in the area. It's like, okay, we'll come here, and pleasantly surprised with how quiet it is. Now, maybe if this was middle of summer, maybe not, I don't know. If you're gonna be able to see, I don't have the zoom lens. And we just went by, but there's a girl on a bike. That's the only thing about this park, I would imagine during the summer could be tricky, is it does have, the bike trail does go right by it. Which, if you're familiar with Ohio, Cincinnati specifically, but Ohio in general, what they call the Loveland Bike Trail, it's a very popular bike trail. I've actually, Pups and I have spent some time on it. It was probably about a year ago. We went for, sometimes we'll go to it and we'll just walk several miles, and it's where, like, if I'm working on leash training and stuff, it's really good for. It's just long stretches that you can walk easily and see new things. Now, somebody actually commented before, you know, there wasn't too many mean comments, but there was a handful. One of them was, I guess she can wash her own cars now. You know, I still wash cars for my friends. Like, I don't know where that comes from. Oh, I think my mom's here. But, yep. This is the first wash that I did on the Mini. I actually filmed some of me driving it, but the footage didn't come out very well, so I don't want to use it. Coincidentally, I'm going to have the Mini again this weekend, and I'll film some then if you guys are interested in seeing some of the Mini. If you've never driven a Mini, I highly suggest them. As I've said before, we have almost bought one on multiple occasions over the years. They're super fun cars. The deals just never worked out. Like one time, the buyer, it was a private party, he just decided he didn't want to sell it anymore. And then oddly enough, messaged me several weeks later that he changed his mind again. I was like, no, we're done. We'd already bought something else by then anyways. But yeah, I'm still gonna wash her car occasionally. I don't know what people are thinking. I think the best comment that I saw, and I truly mean the best, was somebody said that, you know, some people may watch this and realize that, hey, you don't have to be like, I forget exactly how they said it, but basically what they were saying is like, you don't have to be mean and vindictive and all this craziness. People can break up and just be normal to each other. Like, it's not impossible. I realize that every situation is different, but you can be adults. Now I'm really gonna wish I had my zoom lens. I don't know what they'll do with my mom. I mean, they know her, but it's a little bit different. Heel. There she is. Break. I don't normally, I'm really surprised they're kind of running toward, they must recognize her. Because normally when I say break, like, they don't run towards people, so I'm really kind of surprised. They must have actually recognized her. Who'd you find? Well, you know what happens when you wash a car. Go on. Go on. Oh, that's a good boy. Wanna go potty? Potty in the rain? It's okay. Go on, go potty. Go on. It's okay. No, don't need the shortcut, cat. Enzo, you didn't go potty. Go on, go potty. He went up the side of the house. Must finally be going to poop. And Enzo's finally gonna go. Out here playing my favorite game again. You know, I mentioned this in the last video, and I was shocked how many of you said that you thought they would eat it. At first I thought that was a joke, but so many people have commented that I guess that's like a thing. Neither one of them have ever done that. So like, I know that's not what happened. Yeah, go boy Lotus. Yeah, one potty. Yeah, go boy. So I just heard Lotus crying from the kitchen. I come in because I'm like, what is going on? He's crying because Llama's up there and he can't have it. Oh, so you're gonna get psychedelic llama? That seems like a good fit for you, honestly. Oh, it's llama o'clock. Is it llama time? Putting the roof rack back together. Thankfully got pup helper.
So Toyota hasn't updated.
I like how you guys are always willing to help me do the hard work. Yeah. Well, that's gonna do it for this vlog. Appreciate you guys as always. Subscribe for more German Shepherd content and to follow along with our journey. Selling the house, selling the Evo. We got the pup truck going. We got lots more mods. The window tent was just the first one. Lots more mods coming. And, oh no, what happened here? Where did it go? I don't even see it. Well, what I was gonna show you was getting ready for the garage sale, the moving sale. Guess we'll add this sign to the moving sale. Give it a little discount for the apple being missing, I guess. I don't know. Well, appreciate you guys as always. Later all.